see, and we haven't been here for a while.
No, we haven't, and I'll tell you, it feels a little uncomfortable. I got to get back into doing this again. And I miss it. I really enjoyed. I've really enjoyed all the times that we've been together, and now it feels good to be back. I just have to get myself back into that mode of comfort.
Yeah, in so many levels of our life, we have to do that. It's not just here, but people that go to church on Sundays, they're still not meeting, and they're meeting outside, or they're getting used to that routine again, and then those poor parents with all the kids.
Well, and really now that school's back in, and you have some students that are staying home and they're doing this virtual. You have those kids that are going to school. Just the other day, I was talking with a mother who she has 2 children in school. Her one daughter has allergies, and a lot of allergies are coming around right now. And they are going to school in person.
Oh, they're doing the face-to-face.
Exactly, but her daughter, the daughter with the allergies, she has to stay home. So now she has one of each, and it's like, oh my goodness. But being that she's home, they don't have that opportunity to have the virtual. So she's literally missing school.
Really?
Yes.
Are they in an area that doesn't have, the school's not doing virtual?
No, the school is doing virtual, but it's either one or the other.
Oh my goodness.
And it's like they're not compensating for the fact that we do have students, many students that have allergies.
Right now.
And they have a number of their classes that are done outside. And it's the outside, of course, where that allergy really kicks up. So,
these poor parents. So they're all adjusting.
We've done so many things from the time that we were children that we lived through all of that, and now this is just yet another layer
to our history.
Exactly, another chapter that will be really nice when we're going to be able to close this chapter and get back to a more normal, and who knows what that normal's going to be. But just to be able to get back to that normal way of living.
Yeah, I don't want it to be a new normal. I want to go back to
I would love
Oxford. And then on top of all that, our poor business owners, which is why we're here, usually to promote the businesses, they are adjusting also to that, the COVID closures and now the downtown reconstruction.
And we will talk more about that. It is, and I'm very thankful. Even coming here today, this was my second or third time of now that the road going south is now on the east side.
North side of the road.
Right, on really the north side of the road. And so it's just really, it's strange. It's very strange.
I haven't done it yet. I haven't tried it. In fact, I kind of take the chicken's way out. I either go all the way across 24 up to Gillespie, or I go, I know I'm not supposed to, but I go through neighborhoods. But as long as I'm respectful about it, I never go over the speed limit. And I know there's kids around, and my sister lives in one of those neighborhoods, and it's amazing. People are just speeding through there, but then there's other people that are totally aware of there's kids around. This is a residential neighborhood. There's stop signs, and people are being very courteous in this.
I really feel that over the months I personally have really witnessed a lot of more compassion coming from people. People
they let you in when you're trying to get in, rather than speeding up. And,
right.
A lot of that's going on.
What's one car length? What's one car length? My goodness, by all means, let that person in.
Right.
You know? Some people will never change, but it's good to see a lot of people have changed.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's like we're all in this together, so we're locking arms and we're going on ahead.
Exactly. It just makes life more happy.
Happy. It does.
And that's the way that I would like to be. That's the way I've always tried to be. And yes, we have been put in a number of situations that have made it that, it isn't all that easy.
It's not, but now we're able to see the improvement, when that initially started, and that the construction started the same time we were trying to feel our way through COVID lockdowns, and it was hard to see where we were going to be at the end of it. Now that they've been working on 24 all summer long, you can see the vision that our officials had, and the people that were so dedicated to getting this done, which are many. I'm not even going to start to name names because I'll hurt somebody's feelings, but a lot of people put a lot of time into improving our community.
Absolutely, and at the end of the day, everything is going to work out.
Oh, it's going to be so pretty.
It's going to be very, very nice. And town is really going to liven back up to the way that, we know Oxford, we love Oxford, and it's just going to be really great.
I'm really happy to see that businesses have powered through this, all of them. The restaurants are making it through.
You know what I noticed in coming in today? NES Plumbing, north of town.
Right.
They painted their building yellow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I'll tell you what, that was one of the brightest, smartest things to do, because now it's the coloring of their trucks.
Yeah.
And yes, that building, you can't miss that building.
Wow.
You talk about a good marketing strategy.
Yeah.
And I'd like to talk about that marketing strategy in our next episode, because we had a great Zoom meeting with Brian Burney. So I'll talk about that just for those of you who may have missed it. But for right now, we're just going to take a real quick break, so don't go away. We'll be right back, okay? Welcome back to Daybreak. I'm Debbie Wren, Vice President of the Oxford Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Terry Stiles, Production Manager at OCTV. And you were President for many years.
You know, I was, and sometimes it is a little bit difficult when I'm not thinking, it just automatically comes out. But Vice President is still, it's a good position, and I'm just thankful to still be involved in being on the board. You know, we just had our board meeting, a week ago. And so many things have changed once again because of COVID. So we've had events that we've had to cancel. We had to cancel our golf outing this year. That we took it right up till the very last minute. And just didn't feel that it was a comfortable thing for us to do. And
that would have been in June, right?
Yes.
Right at that time.
Yes, I think it was the Friday before Father's Day.
Yep.
So that was just, we were pushing it. Really pushing it, and we figured, no, we weren't going to do that. And then our next event was our Health and Business Expo. And that was supposed to be this month. And there was just no way, to be able to do that and to have, we've had 60 to 70 vendors alone be attending that, along with all of the patrons that came in. So we couldn't do that. We thought about possibly doing it outside, but then we couldn't control the crowd. So
or the weather.
Yes.
Going to do, and it got chilly real fast.
Yes, and quite honestly, that would have been this coming weekend. If we were going to be on, continuing to do that, that would have been this weekend. So
and a lot of our mix and mingles we've had.
We have not had one.
So the businesses are suffering in that way too, because those mix and mingles and that Business Expo is so important to the chamber, as well as the businesses involved in the chamber. That networking is so important.
And really, networking has been a hard thing to be able to do. We're having our Coffee Connects. Those are being held, that's always the first Tuesday of every month. And the last two I think we've had outside right in front of the village offices, and there's been
successful. It was like people were anxious to do that.
Exactly.
Meet with people.
Right, and everybody's social distancing, wearing their masks and such. And prior to that, we were doing Zoom meetings, and yes, it's very, very great that we have that opportunity to do a Zoom, but it certainly isn't the same.
No.
You know, to see people face to face is like, wow.
Well, you know, you're not on your, to be honest, when I was attending the Zoom meetings, I was still in my pajamas, you know, and do my hair, so
well, and really, you watch
at that
people, and I think that people forget. Okay, I'm just sitting in front of my computer, and the next thing you know, you'll see somebody, especially gals, you know, they'll be playing with their hair, or they'll pick up their phones, and you know, and it's like, oh my goodness, you don't do that when you're in person.
Right, exactly.
Had one that, you know, walked around their house and got started on making probably their breakfast, I don't know. And it's like, are you really serious? You know?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But
are you paying attention? You're just not
focused.
Yeah.
You're not focused on what you are there for to begin with. So.
And we all need that interaction.
You do.
That social interaction. I remember in the March, April, May time frame, there would be one person at the studio at a time.
Yes.
Connie and I would be in here together because we were in two different areas. But I was so lonesome. And I missed having the meetings with you guys, and I missed getting together for the Coffee Connects.
Right.
And I'm sure everybody in their businesses were missing that as well.
Yeah.
But they're doing well now. It's really nice.
Well, and businesses, the businesses are open. I know that, as we were saying, you know, with Main Street having all of this construction and everything, but really, downtown is still alive. It is alive and working. Our restaurants are open. We have our businesses. We've got the clothing stores that are open. There's just so many people are open, and they're just waiting for our customers to come in.
Well, and it's been really nice to see that local support too. If you get on social media, they're all shop downtown, shop local, shop Oxford, and I think that's helped a lot because they haven't been able to get out there and advertise for themselves. Which brings me to, if you would explain a little bit the function of the chamber and how we do help the businesses.
Well, with all of our chamber members, we are right there willing to share anything that our chamber members have to offer.
Social media wise, and
if you've put something out on social media, the Oxford Chamber is there to share it. And you have to remember that you yourself have X amount of people that you know that are seeing your post. You get somebody else to share your post, gives you that much more exposure.
7 and 7.
It just builds and builds. Now with the chamber, Amy, even though Amy's hours are from 9 to 5, Amy is sitting at home and she sees something come through on Facebook, and the next thing you know, I'll see something that the Oxford Chamber has shared. And Amy is, you know, our executive director, and she does a fantastic job. She's forever sharing. There was something she shared the other day, doggone it, and it just slips my mind. But I didn't see the original post from that particular business. I didn't see the post, but I saw it come through on the chamber. I see it, I like it, I turn around, I share it.
And so really, if an individual could see something that a business is promoting several times.
Exactly.
You're friends with Amy, you're friends with the chamber, I'm friends with you. I do see that come through.
Exactly.
And like I said, I don't go downtown very often now because I work here. So now I know what's going on because I'm seeing that social media stuff. Plus, we're also trying to keep the businesses in the forefront here at OCTV, and that's how
you guys have been doing. OCTV's been doing a phenomenal job. You guys have been doing.
Busy.
She is, and I think you've done probably close to 24, if not more.
I think so. We counted the other day, and we've done the hard hat specials for 22 or 23 businesses so far, and she's got several on her list. In fact, they're out right now.
She's out right now shooting.
W3s, which is one of the chamber businesses.
Exactly.
Doing a hard hat special. Which
Exactly.
I'm hoping that's helping. It's getting publication here on the air, as well as our website, our Facebook page, our YouTube page, the chamber page, and then they're free to put it on their website if they
Exactly.
want. And those are free commercials for them.
And free, what better word could we have for marketing than free?
Yeah.
So, listen, we're going to take one more quick break and we'll be right back. So please don't go away. We've got a lot more to share. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Well, listen, we were talking about marketing at the end of that last segment. And for those of you who missed Brian Burney, we had our virtual lunch and learn on Tuesday. And Brian spoke about marketing and using social media. And I'll tell you, if you are a business and you're not using a social media such as Facebook, you are really missing out on something that is extremely important, especially at this time. As Cherry and I, we were talking about, we don't get out and we're not able to do that networking. Yeah, but you as a business, people have to know that you're open and what you have to offer. Yeah. And for our restaurants, they're offering different food menus.
Specials
They've got specials going on. It's so important to let the people know. You as our audience here, we appreciate that you are enjoying watching Daybreak. We love to do it, and we're going to make sure that we do this more on a regular basis now. We're having our own problems, so, but we just need to be able to share with you. As our chamber members, we need you to provide us with information that you have so that we can share it. This is what your chamber is for. Our chamber does everything. Amy has been inundated with phone calls. We're so thankful that we have Sarah now working in the office as Amy's assistant, because it gets extremely busy.
Well, Amy, through the whole entire COVID shutdown, worked every day anyhow.
She worked every day from home. She watched more Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
I thought I was on a lot of Zoom. I thought I was on a lot of Zoom meetings, but Amy, she would have them back to back.
Yeah.
She said there were times that she'd have one on her phone and one going on the computer, because she just wanted to have as much information as possible to be able to share.
Yeah.
Because not everybody was even in tune to everything that was going on.
And to be honest, a lot of people kind of looked at it as a vacation for the first couple weeks.
Yes.
And after that, they were like, oh gosh, this is going on and on. But,
right, and where do we stand? How close are we getting back to work and things like that? Yeah. So she was involved with Oakland County. She was involved with the state of Michigan. Just so much, and so much that she shared. And if you're not if you're not receiving our weekly email blast that comes out every Monday about 10 o'clock, by all means, send off an email to info@oxfordchamber.net. She will get you on there, and you can be informed as to what's going on.
I look forward to that. Reading that on Monday, it kind of gets my morning started. When
exactly.
I get into work. Okay, what's
I mean,
going on?
even though we're board members of the Oxford Chamber, there's things that we don't really, we're not informed of everything every day. I mean, So we look forward to that too.
Oh, yeah, I do.
So just so much. Yeah, thank you, Amy. But once again, with Brian Burney, and you know what, even during that Zoom meeting, if you weren't on it, but I'm not sure, because we did have a whole host of people on there, but it was funny because all of the mics were all muted, as they usually are, and Amy was on the phone with hers, and Sarah was there as well. And so what happens in the background? A phone rings, and so there goes Sarah. She's got to go and get the chamber phone. And it's like, even during this meeting, that phone rang, and it was someone asking for information. So of course we were there to handle it. So it's mind-boggling to me. It just amazes me how much that phone rings and how much we share. But Brian Burney, he's located in Lake Orion, but he's both a Lake Orion and an Oxford Chamber member, and he's done, I think, at least 3 lunch and learns for us before we were able to do them in person, and at times we've had them at the library and such. So I know these last 2 he's done on a virtual for us, which has been really phenomenal, and always opens it up for Q&A. So if you're looking to enhance a website that you have, or if you're looking for more information, by all means, look up the Burney Directive in Lake Orion. So with that being said, you know, hate to think about it, here we are, we're just into fall, but winter is just around the corner, and Christmas is just around the corner. And your local Oxford Chamber has always been your source for our Christmas parade. So we are still in the works with everything that's still going on. I think we're still in a stage 4 categories phase
of the COVID
for COVID, which at this time, you know, we're not sure where we stand with being able to have a parade, but we are still working on it with the hopes that we will be able to do this year. Again, I think this is going to be like our 54th year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Holy cow.
I know we're in the 50s, but I'm almost thinking that last year was our 53rd year for having a Christmas parade in downtown Oxford. That says a lot.
It sure does.
It says a lot.
For the whole community.
Exactly.
But the strength and the determination of the chamber as well.
Exactly.
A lot of organizations just kind of give up stuff like that because it's overwhelming to organize something that
It is
large.
so much work. So much work.
Well,
so
fingers crossed. So what are we waiting for to make sure the road is going to be finished, or the approval from the village? Or
that's where we have so many. There's so many variables here.
Okay.
The street, yes, that's number 1. But okay, let's just say Main Street isn't ready. We're already working on what other routes we could have so that people will be able to be on the sidelines and still have our spectators. So that's number 1. Number 2 is, yes, the village, they need to approve this too. We always have to get our parade
the route
approved, the route approved.
by MDOT and the village.
Yes,
Yeah.
if we're closing down, we always close down M24 for just that short window. It's about, let me see, the parade's at 1, so we close at about 12:30 until about maybe 1:32. So that has to be approved. But then it's also our police department. We have to have our police out there so that they're helping and manning everything. And then it's just the crowd. What are we going to be able to allow? So somehow we are going to do something, and I'm just hoping and praying that it is going to be an official parade that we're going to be able to have. We've already said that it's going to be paving the ways to the holidays is going to be our theme, because of, if you've seen our newsletter, it has Santa with a hard hat on, which is so appropriate for this year for us. So cute theme. I love the theme. That was really great.
Yeah, that's really cute.
So hope to the next time that we see you, I hope that we're going to be able to have a little bit more firm date.
no?
It'll be the first Saturday. It's going to be the first Saturday in December. We don't want to delay it. We can't push it, bring it forward just because of, that's Thanksgiving. So we've always been that first Saturday in December, which is December 5th. And so let's just hope that we can. If you have an opportunity to get in and be involved in our village meetings that they have, when did we say that was?
They have them on Tuesdays. I think it's the first Tuesday of the month.
Okay.
At 6:30, and they also are doing Zoom meetings still. So
Okay.
keep an eye on their website. It'll show you how to get in touch with or how to connect to that Zoom meeting.
Okay, or even call the village office.
talk
I
to
mean, my
Joe.
goodness, they've been working all along.
Yeah.
So, get involved. It really does help to hear from the people who
Yes, it
actually
does.
live here
They wanna hear
in
from
Oxford and want to know that we're having these events. So,
I'm going to give a little plug for OCTV.
please.
The games are happening. All the sports are going on. We've missed the big rival game, Orion-Oxford game last week.
Yeah.
Because some coaches from Orion ended up getting sick. But we did cover the JV Lake Orion-Oxford game. And we also, Lance Cruz stepped up on that Friday night, and we covered that. All that to say, that was live streamed through the school. The school managed to get that done. And so our local businesses were able to tap into that. So 24th Street, and I know Christian Mills at the Legacy Center was hoping to tap in. I don't know, I haven't heard yet whether they did or not. But that's bringing business again downtown.
Exactly.
But also, we are looking for sponsors. So 2,300 people watched that game, the Lance Cruz and Oxford.
Live.
Through YouTube, I think it was. Don't quote me on that. But we had sponsors for that game. So throughout the game, our announcers were able to talk about those sponsors. And that's your business, downtown local. And that was 2,300 people that saw it just that night. And then we air it also on Charter and Spectrum. We also put that game on YouTube and Facebook. So that's a lot of free, advertising,
right.
Sponsorship advertising. So if you're interested in that, we are going to be covering all the games. In fact, last night, Dan and Bill and I and Alexis did the volleyball, girls volleyball.
Oh, wow.
And that will go on the air soon, right, Dan? Dan's in the background there with the camera. We've covered swimming. There's a multitude of games that the businesses can choose to sponsor. I believe 24th Street, Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, I think 24th Street is one of our sponsors already this year.
Perfect.
And it's goes hand in hand with what the chamber is doing to try to promote your business. We're promoting it, and I'm telling you, people down in Florida are watching.
Exactly. So once again, market your business. We have the perfect opportunity here local.
Yep.
And just make a phone call to OCTV. What is the phone number?
248-628-9658, and I'll put that on the bottom.
Super. Well, guys, with that being said, this is going to be the end of this session.
Yeah.
So thank you all for watching, and look forward to seeing Terry and I coming up again real soon, okay? You take care and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of September.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.